I look at different groups on Facebook, like the PETA group. I looked at them for a long time and read the comments just to see what in the world these guys were after, and girls, or just guys as a general term, whatever. And they're childish. These people that are making all the comments that are part of that group that believe in that ideology are like children. They're, don't hurt any animals, and all the animals need to be. And that's a nice impulse. It's not, children are wonderful and they have an innocence that's refreshing and beautiful. But when you mature into adulthood, because you look around at the realities of the world and you realize that there are meteors and hurricanes and tornadoes and death and cancer and children with childhood diseases that are just horrific, that it is a very painful, hard existence, and that the animals eat each other, and that we eat animals because we're animals also, and that's a reality, as painful as it is, that life is painful. And if you pretend that you live in a painless world, then you're not facing the realities of the world you're living in, and so you can't really do anything to affect change, to make things better. And that's what we've done, forever, is look at the painful aspects, deal with them, and then make things better, like slavery. Everybody's like, oh, that was the worst thing in the world, And now they're saying, well, they built the country. Well, in a way they did, and that is how they got it built. Right? They used those people because it was a long time ago when everything was brutal as hell, and you would use animals to farm and you would beat them until they killed them sometimes and it was cold every winter and hot as hell in the summer. You went days without food. You killed your own food. You were living in a brutal fucking time, and they used that brutality on each other. And they had slaves over in Europe. They enslaved each other too. But they used that to make things better. And now we have cities with airplanes and taxis and great food on every corner. And that is what got us here, is not pretending like the brutality didn't exist, but using our own brutality to make things go forward. And people knew back at the time that it was brutal and it was mean and it hurt. Just like now, if I want a lamb dinner, and I do, and there's no one, I can't go to Publix, which is, all that slavery and everything made that so easy to do now. But I'd have to kill my own lamb, and they're cute and they're sweet and it would hurt, but I would do it anyway. I hope. I've been hunting since I was a kid, but I would kill it and I would cook it and I would eat it, and parts of it would be painful. And that's the way the world works. And once you mature, once you grow up, you realize that, and then you decide, how are you going to make things better using that brutality to your own advantage?